If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Hey nerds, my name is Avin and welcome to Call of Cthulhu on desktop. I've been looking forward to this game for a really long time and I finally have it. I've stayed away from everybody that I follow on YouTube that plays it, so I've just avoided their videos. So I'm going to experience it fresh and brand new and I'm very excited. That's awesome. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Alright. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Okay. No jumping. Oh, but I can crouch. And I'm playing this home alone, in the dark, no lights on at all, headphones on for total immersion. Or at least, as total as possible. I may not talk a lot during this, because this is I've been looking forward to this for so long. Lovecraft and specifically Cthulhu are two of my absolute favorite things. So I may just get super wrapped up and not do a lot of talking, and I apologize, but I think I'm going to do this as a full playthrough, so I'm not going to cut out stuff, I don't think. I don't really know what the game's going to do, how it's going to go, but I'm planning on not cutting out anything. So this could be potentially a very long series of videos. And hopefully they're good. This music is amazing, by the way. Some guts on the floor. Alright, so we got a lot of sharks in here. The lower mandible. How do I interact? E? Okay. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Okay, so can I maybe grab this one to light that one? Take an object, okay. Oh, okay. Item obtained, bolt cutter. Ooh. Ooh, I love how it's like ethereal and green and super creepy. And like no joke, I'm getting chills. I'm so glad I didn't watch anybody's videos on this yet. What was that? Yeah, I don't want to be here. Can we run? Shift. Did that run a little bit? 0. That's regular. Okay, so shift runs a little bit. Okay. Wonder if we can get that to proc again? No? Okay. Okay, I don't feel safe on this dock. Yeah, not doing that. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's probably just a shark, right? I mean, there's a lot of sharks down here. Nippy snap. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Not gonna lie, that was very creepy. Can we pick this up? What's this? Can't read it. Okay. I don't want to go near the water. Like, at all.
What a putrid offering.
Oh, that's an orca. That one's not a shark. There's another one. That one's a shark. Oh. Okay. What?
You have been chosen.
What? What? No? What? I don't... Why are they telling me how to run?
Behold,
Oh.
everything has already been written.
Oh.
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Ooh. Okay.
I hate whiskey.
Should probably stop drinking it, bro. Pierce Investigations Agency. Consult diary. Okay. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Ooh. Oh! Oh my. Okay, we have skill points. Okay. Occultism. Okay. Eloquence, spot hidden, psychology, investigation, strength, and medicine. Sanity. Mental trauma. Okay. Stable. Confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind, you conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Okay. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse-Argonne offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and Allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades, without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Okay. I have information on dark water. Inventory. My old lighter that I engraved in the memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. That's sad. My private detective agency, contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles. But this place is mine, for the moment. Okay.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I have business here to attend to. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Okay.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
So I'm a nerd. I love it.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Ooh. That's probably gonna come back to haunt us. Shush. Oh, game saved. Is that how we save, maybe? But the radio?
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of a skill. Alright, so strength. Represents your ability to call on your physical power. Improving the skill increases your chances of forcing doors or mechanisms or of using violence, physical or verbal, during interactive discussions. Okay. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving the skill increases your chance of determining the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and expressing your knowledge of the myth. Understanding motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. Chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object and of picking locks. Finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in-game. Chances of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Okay. I feel like maybe this one would be good. And I feel like occultism and medicine are what I'd like to go for. Okay, let's go with medicine. I want to put a couple in that for sure. Strength. Forcing doors sound like it might be good. I don't want to spread my skills too thin though. Okay, this is picking locks. That sounds good. Let's go ahead and get that up to the next level. Okay. And let's get occultism up to 2 as well. We'll do investigation again. Okay. Yes.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
No.
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Okay.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death was sent to her father just after the artist died. He is convinced that she is the sender. He brought me the painting so that I could examine it. Stephen Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came to my office. He wants me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case named after his daughter, who died in a fire alongside her entire family. I must examine the documents he compiled in order to know more about the case. So I need to examine the painting and the file. Oh, hi. I'd rather do this alone. Could you go? Okay.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
A shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. Police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decided on a domestic accident, but they, nevertheless, insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Okay. Oh. Whoa. Put that away. Whoa. Okay.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
You shouldn't take it lightly. I read about her mental fragility in the police report. Not right with a story. Where did she live? Find out about Warehouse 36. I'm not quite sure what these are.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Okay.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Why is this one still lit up?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Okay.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Fuck you.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic.
Alright, so I need to
I'll no
go
doubt
to
find some information on this island in there.
go to Darkwater.
I wonder why I still take these things.
What do we got here? Let's not drink.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coasts of Massachusetts. Okay.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Alright. Oh, I earned a point. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. Excuse me. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Ooh. Oh, so this is the opening. Okay, all right.
We're almost there.
Ooh. Very nice.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
And I just immediately leave. All right.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Oh, he wasn't talking to me. Okay.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
On the approaches to Darkwater, I saw thick clouds masking the sky. They were so low they seemed intent on impaling themselves on the sharp reefs that circle the island. Fitzroy, the captain of the only tub that manages to float to the mainland, offered to help me. He may have documents that belonged to Charles Hawkins. Fitzroy advised me to visit the port's bar. He mentioned a little pick-me-up. I suppose I could get the lay of the land at the same time. Fishermen have gathered around the carcass of a killer whale. I could have a look and see what the local cops have got to tell me. Captain Fitzroy offered to share with me what he has found on the Hawkins in the archives of the Harbor Master's office. Kick you in the water. Or not, I guess that'd be rude. Oh, I can't get back on to investigate stuff?
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
See how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You...
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots!
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something...
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Okay.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
These wounds. I know of no animal that could have inflicted them.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
Can I talk to you? Sir?
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Okay.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water.
Let's go talk to Fitzroy first before we get our drunk on.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
The Learning of Medicine, Volume 2. The second volume teaches ethics and a good practice to medical staff. Oh, medicine progression. Character sheet. Okay, I thought it said I picked that up. I don't know. Your staircase seems to be blocked there, bud.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
The terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier, Cat.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Bye.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Lovely.
This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
What is it? I don't know what this is.
What a macabre souvenir.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights of the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I don't know. It's not my signature next to that of Charles Hawkins.
I'm at sea for more than half the year. Anyone could have done it during my absence. What seems really important to me is that the dates on these manifests indicate that Charles probably had other contracts.
But not with you, though. I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come, come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think like a sailor.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Oh, is that what that thing is up there? Okay, that's a little gross.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Okay.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
I learned nothing from Fitzroy's documents, but I did get confirmation on what I'd been suspecting since Boston. The warehouse mentioned on the shipping label of Sarah Hawkins' painting belongs to Hawkins. It's on the docks. I must find a way to get into it.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Oh!
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
I'm sorry.
Instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Oh. Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway.
Cat.
Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well.
This will affect your destiny. What did I do? Okay.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time. all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
The way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
I think that is it.
That'll be all for now.
I'm enjoying their sea shanty.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
That's disturbing, dude.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said
Oh.
She will do it again, you know.
Oh.
The girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
The Miraculous Catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
21st May 1847. Miraculous Catch. The Scylla returned to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. Locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean that is already being called the Miraculous Catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quantity and plentiful, nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the Miraculous Catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. So I have 2 more character points available. I'm gonna save those for right now, though. Deceased. 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 It manifests the photo in the article.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Do you like our song?
Yes.
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got. That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the Miraculous Catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
And they are now all descendants of Dagon.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the Miraculous Catch.
Exactly.
I heard the Hawkins family owned a warehouse on the docks.
An old family of ship owners.
Tell me something I don't already know.
They were made much richer by the Miraculous Catch.
You shouldn't talk about the dead like that.
We're not speaking ill, we're just saying that Daniel Hawkins made a fortune without taking any risk.
There! You're speaking hell, you see?
It's your proof that the Miraculous Catch really did happen.
How is that proof?
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
I had the wing of the girly boys. I was with a man fly home.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message. What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Okay.
I told you to beat it.
Oh, but... Okay. Get inside the warehouse. Let's go to the back door. Let's go to the front door.
The girl doctor. Cold.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker and a debtor. Interesting.
Miss Baker, always free for the lady.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
I could take her.
My leave.
Probably not. She'd kick my butt. The spot hidden skill allows you to detect hidden items in a close range. Once all the items are found... Okay, so maybe I should add something to hidden items. Spot hidden. Okay, we're at level 3 for that. Okay. Oh, no. Validate. Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay. What am I looking at here? Oh, I'm climbing. Oh, okay. Thought I was trying to pull a brick out of the wall.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it's been completely taken to bits. There must be some spare parts amid all this clutter.
Okay. Do we want to lift the grate, though? Ooh, found a crank.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Is that the only part we needed?
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
I wonder what's up with this green question mark in the bottom left. Is that because I'm using my spot hidden stuff, or is that letting me know that there are hidden items in this area?
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Oh! I somehow turned on my lighter. That's cool. Look like buoys.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Should I finish? Put that away. Put the lighter away. Okay. Should I finish looking around outside first, though? Oh. Well, okay then. Ratchet device first, and then the handle, right? Don't I? Am I still missing a piece, maybe? I think I'm still missing a piece. Yeah, 'cause it's not, okay, so it's not letting me do it. I'm still missing something. How did I bring out my lighter? There we go. I'm still not sure exactly which button that does it. I just kind of mash all the keys and it happens. Is it this? I don't really know what it is I'm looking for. Oh. Do I have to do something with this, maybe? It appears to all be set up. Ah! Cogwheel.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Okay, there we go. I think it's middle mouse button that does that. Okay, and now the green thing went away. Or it's checked off, so I think that means I found all the hidden objects in this area. Right? Mount the cogwheel.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
Come on, strength. I should have put shit in strength.
Damn. I broke it.
What? Shoot. Okay. Okay. Well. So I should have put a point into strength. Can I fix it? Not seeing anything else here I can grab. Okay.
Well,
Woohoo!
a little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
You don't own this island, so...
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Oh! 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 Oh!
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
I feel like I'm not making good decisions.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Should have put points in strength instead, and maybe I wouldn't have broken it when I tried to use it. Where the fuck am I? Can I talk to you? No. Talk to you, fishing man? No.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
What?
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Okay.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Good point.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Okay, I think that's probably an okay place to leave this one. It is been an hour and 15 minutes, but I did say this was going to be like a complete playthrough, so I think we're going to leave this one here, though, and we'll pick it right back up at this exact spot. See you in the next one, guys. Stay nerdy and game on.